So how's everyone in the chat doing tonight on this Small Winter 2020 tour?
It really is an international tour, isn't it?
True.
Glock pulled some strings.
I mean, the first round of winners
number
is
two
all...
story mode. Actually, sorry, the number 3 story mode pauseless no menuing runner on the podium tonight here to commentate. And I usually don't menu and I usually don't pause, but I think I have the credentials to talk about what's happening here today on this historic match between Tako and Helix 13_. Sorry, I was going to use full names. I had to say Tako 33347, but I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, strange that Tako isn't doing the normal 3-4-4-3-7
I was thinking the same
tag.
thing.
4-4-3-7.
Dude, shoutouts! Oh my God, was it Tako? Who was it? The one time when they put in like "I will win." Oh my
That's
God,
based.
That was so cool.
the energy of that was next.
What was that word?
level.
All right.
Yakuzo or something.
We are ready
Yeah.
for a countdown. We're going to get it going here. We're going to say 3, 2, 1, go. And they should be off.
Epic. This is epic. This is epic.
We should be off. Helix with a slight delay on the start, but that is no problem. We're in it. So what do we expect to see overall?
I was talking to one of the contenders before this match started in a private call that
Was it
also
Tako?
included both of you in the chat here.
Was it Tako?
In this call. No, it wasn't Tako. It was Helix actually. And we've seen it. If you're in the Discords, you know, Helix has been very close recently to the big old small sub 30 milestone. Basically in World 10, just consistently. Like, Helix can 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 out of their mind right now. First of all, 30 is a very, very nice no reset kind of time. So if we're going to see some 30s, Tako's going to have to work in order to win these matches. Of course, this is the Tako 34437 we're talking to right now. And honestly, the guy I'm in the call with, Glock here, he has some very high opinions on how Tako's going to perform in this tourney. So I guess you can share some of that while we're in World 1 here.
I feel like that setup was meant to make me look bad.
No.
No, it was a perfect layup.
It was.
Yeah, I was. You didn't know what to say. You know, we're on World 1. The stages are green. They're simple, and we just, I was just trying to give you something to talk about.
So here's the bottom line,
my co-commentator, the lovely Glock.
Here's the bottom line with my thoughts on Tako is that he has been actively playing small more than most people. I mean, Peter's probably the most active small player, but I think other than you, Tako's the most active small player right now, at a top level. And he has also been doing a lot of no resets lately because he did a race recently with Moyashi, like a private race between the two of them, and he rattled off a bunch of low 29s and 28 runs in a row during practice and during those runs versus Moyashi, which included some stretches of just mistake-free gameplay. He has just been playing at a really, really consistent level in his no resets lately, which is why I think he's in a good position.
That sliders startled me very, very thoroughly. Sliders is a infamous first framer when it comes to just how far away from the goal you can be coming out of sliders, and I was really afraid Tako was going to first frame there. Also, curve bridge.
Curve bridge time.
You know what we're going to see? Helix has not been a curve bridge framer. They're going to pick it up maybe when they have a 29 and want to push it further. So we're going to see the difference between first cycle and frames here. Consistency versus speed. If Tako fails at once, Helix takes the lead. But looking like freaking fast pausing on the main set right from Tako. This guy is just doing a world record attempt right now.
Yep. Slows down for the adjust for safety, but busts out a clean 245, 246
Right.
World 1.
That is exactly what Tako is looking for, just making the choice to do curve bridge frames. You want to see a first try, you want to see, saving about like 10 seconds over, regular curve bridge first cycle. That's exactly what he's looking for.
Yeah.
Like any player who does curve bridge in a tournament match knows, I'm sure I can speak for Tako on this. Getting past that is, at that point, the rest of the race is free.
Yeah.
you just gotta not die to easier stages than curve bridge. So, honestly, world record pace. What can I say?
Also, definitely worth mentioning, Helix not messing up curve bridge at all, getting the perfect movement, and they are out with a nice...
that was exactly also what Helix was looking for, really, with their strat set.
Yeah,
first cycle curve bridge, first try, consistent, sub 3.
Yep.
Honestly, flawless gameplay for both of the strats that the players use here.
True. Very true.
Ooh, a little complex special on Eden Floor. That's a hold up 53 Eden Floor. Excellent tourney strat. Just getting a guaranteed mid 53, not quite a high 53, but no collision shenanigans. If you do the strat right, you get across with hold up 53 in the floor. Very excellent strat choice from Helix. I didn't actually see which one Tako did. Did anyone catch? What
He did fully boosted. He got a 53.8.
See, there you go. There's like a little bit of extra speed Tako's picking up, which could get him killed and obviously would cost his lead. Yeah. So we'll see how long he can keep that going before it comes to bite him.
We see Helix hit the 58 here. Let's see if they can get the adjust. This one can be a little tricky. Oh, he bounced off the party wall and can't save it.
That was like very, very close to the kind of collision where you can bounce off like the bottom of the tube of the coaster and still get a 46, 48.
They got 58 again and couldn't make it happen. There's the 60. This one is much more comfy than the 58, so hopefully they can clean it up here and just move on to bumpy check.
Interesting thing about the 58, I don't know if it's biased, and I can't I can't control the entirety of the community on how they want to play coaster, but I really feel like the way I see most people do 58 is just not helpful to their success rate. I feel like there's a lot of like waiting and then last minute like super air boosting, but I feel like the style of pretending it's 60 and then like adjusting just a little bit while mainly remaining neutral is one that lets you actually kind of see what's going on. It's a lot more improv-y, so you need more practice to see all the situations, but I just hate those weird, very specific 58 adjustments.
Yeah. So
I get you.
I feel like it's easy for this to fly under the radar, but Tako's on an insane run right now. Like on pace to be about 525, assuming alternative frames aren't a problem here, out of World 2, which is excellent pace.
Yeah, this is kind of the energy that both of these runners have. I feel like they're both really close to. Wow.
You can tell Tako is not pulling back on any strat. He's kind of doing what Peter did yesterday versus WR1 and just kind of saying, I don't care if I die. I want to not only entertain the people, but I want to go as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I was so impressed by the absolute big brass Super Monkey Balls on Tako there. Going for the 52 or 50 or 52 alternative adjustment off of missing the second frame of alternative frames is like the most difficult version of doing 52 alternative. It's like you're already slow. I don't think that was... He didn't like replay... Like which frame did he miss? It was the second frame.
It was the first frame. He hit 93 instead of 95, and instead of doing the 93.06 backup, just opted for a 52 setup.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like going for like just like completely setupless 52 alternative from missing that frame set. There's like one frame backup that I came up with recently that puts you in the position, but otherwise it's like really, really scuffed. But hey, Tako's gonna go fast. That's kind of how he plays.
It is important to note that before the 53 pause strat was found, he was actually kind of a fan of doing 50 alternatives, so he probably has some confidence in that strat.
That is true. Yeah, he definitely stuck to it the longest. I don't know if that was just like...
I remember it being a slight lack of awareness of like how much loads can like kind of be variable in that situation. So I think he just thought it was the absolute fastest way to do it at the time.
Maybe, or maybe I mean, like obviously he's picked up some new posture, the new alternative frames these days. So maybe he just really hated the old alternative frames. I don't know, because I personally hated them. I was close just doing 50 for swag because the old alternative frames were really, really terrible.
Something that you mentioned earlier was Alist, that you mentioned that Tako probably had a similar mindset to Peter in that they'll just like do everything and hope everything hits, you know, like the same mindset that Peter had versus WR1 just a few days ago. And I think another example of that we saw was hitting the 18 frame on dribbles and just going for the 52 dribbles adjustment instead of taking the safety bounce off the dribble. It only loses about 2.5 to 3 seconds to get that safety bounce, but Tako going for the aggressive 52 adjustment didn't end up getting it. But I think that just kind of speaks to the mentality that he must be in for this race.
Maybe mentality.
Ooh, beautiful.
That was an awesome save.
Those curves were like you needed every diagonal to get back at the platform there. Like Helix had to curve around multiple times around the ending platform in order to lose their speed. That was incredible. That shows experience.
Very smart.
Shows movement, knowledge with the ball. That was pretty incredible stuff. That's the kind of thing like you can't do that unless you've been playing just Super Monkey Ball for like a very long time.
That's definitely something that you get through experience. It's not like they've ever practiced that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, was that also a Zella URL from our friend Helix over there? I believe that was a top URL strat, nice 51. Big shout outs to Zella1. Couldn't make it to the tournament this time, but he'll be coming in hot for SMAL summer 2021.
I'm interested to see what Tako decides for a strat list here in World 4, because World 4 there's definitely a lot of options for you to kind of, you know, opt out and take safer strats on a lot of stages. Notably, Beehive comes to mind, Coin Slots comes to mind. So I'm interested to see. I expect to see a really aggressive strat list, but it'll be interesting to see if Tako decides to hold back on anything, and if what. Or if so, what?
If there was any world where Tako had to just break this valve going extraordinarily fast, it would be World 4, though.
Exactly.
I've considered not doing Ringo launchers in this tournament, actually, on matches, like my next couple matches, or my next match, however far I end up going in the winner's bracket.
Yeah, it's such a hard decision to make, you know, because it's like those 2 seconds, it feels like, you know, it's only 2 seconds, I'd rather play it safe, but at the same time, if everybody else around you is getting those 2 seconds, then it starts to really hurt a lot, you know?
Exactly, yeah, I think all the people I'll be playing will be doing it. But I just don't want to die to it. You know, I'd much rather just like it's so free to getting a 49.
So here's one example: triangle holes here. We'll see if he decides to boost it or he just holds up. So forfeiting, you know, something like
that is so smart. that is, you know what? It takes a high IQ to do boosted triangle holes, but it takes an even higher IQ to choose not to do boosted triangle holes.
True.
I'm not smart enough to go off of that strat, and it's gonna get me killed. It's just pure muscle memory. Like holding up is just so. You made that decision to be smart and awesome, but on the other hand,
beautiful green goal launchers. That was
first try for Tako. That's 3 seconds that he saved over if he had decided to play it safe. So
yeah, I also think, you know, on the other side of the coin, it's going to be interesting to see what strats Helix decides to use, because they, you know, not playing at quite the level Tako plays, because there are only like 3 people that do. You know, it's even more freedom, you know, especially stages like Coin Slots where, you know, Helix might not be as comfortable with tricks like Complex Coin, or not quite as comfortable with green goal launchers. So it'll be interesting to see what decisions they make in order to cover the gaps.
That was a first frame on Dynamic Maze. Might have even been a Frick's first frame. Wow. That party ball was not like you'd think. It looked nice. You'd think the party ball would have just let Helix in there, but pure reject. Twice, too.
Yeah, the party ball.
I gotta say, that's one of my least favorite party balls in the game. If not my least favorite, next to Opera, or Tower, rather.
Helix pulling a weekly veto, typing the frowny face, although it's not quite as powerful as the Bible Thump. Yeah, no Bible Thump, but we still see a little bit of emotion.
You know, if there is a stage to mess up and you want to chat, and you want to type in the chat, Dynamic Maze is kind of ideal, because you get hold up triangle holes right after.
True.
And if you're, you know, if you're a, you know, an experienced veteran of typing in the chat mid-race, you can type on any stage. I don't know where WeCanWeBeatO finds the time to type like so many emotes. It's always doing like really hard worlds, I swear.
Helix just barely snuck into blue goal off of that launchers. Was able to just barely hit in off the bottom goalpost there.
Wow, yeah. That needed a rip or just a nice angle off the goalpost. That was scary. Have you ever seen Tako do 2-frame wormhole?
I have not.
I wonder if he's tried that. There's an interesting little frame optimization you can do. Fairly riskier than 3-frame wormhole, but you can do it technically consistently in 2 frames. It's just a lot more difficult. Obviously, in a race setting, no judgment. I have no clue if he just decided to do it or not. But
yeah, I think he's aware of it, because I did see Moyashi practicing it on stream, and they are obviously in touch regularly. So I'd be surprised if he wasn't aware of its existence.
I imagine that it's going to be like half and half, where some people just aren't comfortable with it, because even some days it punishes me, so yeah. I don't know. It's tough.
It's always one of the interesting dynamics between the, like, English and, you know, the JP communities, because, you know, as much, there is a server that we share strats with and that kind of thing, but a lot of the time when a very new strat is found like that, it's kind of just like, do they see us do it on our streams, A, and B, is it easy enough for them to figure it on their own?
Yeah, because we don't quite just sit in a call off or ever and just like, talk to some of our fellow Japanese runners. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's like, it goes the other way too, because like just recently I was watching Moyashi's stream and saw a really cool backup on bead screen that I don't think anybody knew existed, and then I just like showed it to Peter, and Peter was like, oh hey, yeah, this is good. Like, this is good to know.
It was a very smart backup, yeah. Same thing with 53 dribbles. When that strat was the first time I ever saw it was Moyashi.
In tournament. Yeah.
Just like this. It's rough. We need someone from the English squad to learn some serious Japanese. To you know there's Yutori, but we need a rep of our own to bridge the gap a little bit.
Yeah. And you know, Tako is on a crazy pace. Like, he's kind of just treating this as a PB attempt.
Yeah.
Like this is like he could still definitely. I mean, I don't know about PB. He could definitely 28 though if he keeps us this kind of gameplay in the second half. This is kind of nuts.
Yeah, he's on
Yeah, I
pace to
gotta
be...
say it's gonna be barely like kind of lowish 14
Yeah, that's
coming
what I was
out
about
of
to
the
say.
zigzag slope for Tako. That's a pretty fast pace.
Yeah, you just saw his timer turn red, and so he's only going to be 15 seconds behind his PB.
Yeah.
Wow. And for reference, like sub 14 is like a good like winnable world record pace type run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like back in the day, actually, I feel like the very first tourney I ever like helped commentate and run, like sub 15 was like really
That
good
was a great benchmark. Yeah.
pace. But it's been a minute since then, I guess, huh?
Community's grown a little bit. People got faster.
Nah, speaking of my two least favorite party balls in the game, we got Tower coming up for Helix.
And I feel like I'd be remiss. I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Tower has been extraordinarily mean in the first 3 days of this tournament. I feel like I've seen so many Tower deaths, especially
every tourney I've watched, Tower has been one of the top 3 like tourney deciders.
Yeah.
Out of all like single stages in the game, it's hilarious. It's just it's tight. It's a falling strat. It's awkward. It's a bit of weaving, and the party ball is just not nice. It's just hanging low in a really ugly way. There's no side goals. Like I very rarely side goal Tower. You got to be in the tape to complete that stage.
Mm-hmm.
That toggle was every single clip along the way, and Helix made it, but that toggle was terrifying. That was kind of awesome. I'm surprised that that final clip didn't send Helix to their doom. It looked super deep.
Tako doing second wire tiers, and he just nails it like it's nothing.
Nailing it.
That trick is so
51-6 too.
Yeah.
That's fast for that strat.
Yeah.
Like not only is that strat like really hard, but he got a really fast IGT with that strat.
Oh my gosh.
Follows it up with a
The
perfect
single
55
bounce.
clips.
Dang, every little optimization,
Yeah.
he's literally trying to milk
Yeah.
for the best possible time.
I think, another thing that's important to mention about Tako is I think him more than anybody has a tendency to just go on these huge tears of mistake-free gameplay where he'll make a mistake and then he's like, okay, for the next 12 minutes, I'm going to not mess up anything. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the last mistake he made was missing 52 dribbles adjustment. I think since then it's been actually perfectly clean strat play and gameplay. So
He's definitely a momentum-based player,
Yeah.
I would say. Like Moyashi, we praise his consistency and his ability to just, no matter what, get a good race time. But yeah, if Taco's hot, he's gonna keep hot.
yeah, exactly. But we see Helix also not letting Tako run away with it, despite the fact that Tako's been playing perfectly for the better part of 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, that World 5 from Helix was excellent, and
Yeah.
we're seeing just very, very confident, clean strat play from Helix in World 6. Interesting thing is Helix's PB potential is still alive way deeper into a run setting like this than Taco's is, since Helix is always just really close to the sub 30. If Helix is only a bit behind Tako and Taco's on like 28 pace, then something might be up. So keep your eyes open for all of Helix's matches.
No doubt.
This one and any further, because I really think Helix was like kind of polishing, like even before this run started, just PB in a tourney. That's what's gonna happen, 29. That helps. 29 in a tourney is a good way to get a point off your opponent. Let me tell you.
And they are playing extremely well too. Like they are, going on a large amount of stages with pretty relatively mistake-free gameplay as well. So if they can keep this up
World
at all,
is particularly hard in tourneys. It's
Yeah.
a very nerve-wracking world, and Helix hasn't really made a mistake here.
no doubt. Really nice narrow peaks boosting too.
That narrow peaks is like as fast as it gets without getting lucky. No joke. Like you can get smooth collision, but like if you're getting that like nice forward hit that gets you like a 55 1x, you basically neutraled for as little as you could.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Get a nice little boost off of it. Ooh, really nice looking domino here. Yeah, clean 53 domino.
53.
This is honestly blowing me away. Like, I can't emphasize, like, this is the cream of the crop, top tier gameplay from Tako. Literally showing you what the best of the best has to show in the meta right now.
Yeah.
Even getting the fast hit on Sam.
Wow,
This
yeah, the
guy's
little optimization.
Crazy.
Oh no!
Oh, I had to say something. My bad.
It's funny too. I feel like if this weren't a race, I feel like Tako probably would have gone for the fast ending off of that fast hit, where you go into the goal before the sieve comes back, or you go behind the goal and then come back into it.
Have you seen Tako do that?
Complex Plane goes for a lot, and I've seen Tako do it in runs before as well.
I gotta catch
Wow.
up. I have not even dabbled in that. I'm like kind of 48 or nothing, but 48's dumb. So high 47 is kind of the wave if you're gonna get that fast hit.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, Helix with
it's
the
just a
Zorp.
scam on Spiral
Zorps over
Bridge.
the
Anyone see
Spiral
that?
Bridge clip.
Daylight robbery. Dang.
That shouldn't happen. That's actually a war crime.
Good looking clip here though, and good looking movement along the inside. Ending is all that's left. Oh, it doesn't quite take the ending fast enough.
Like when I think of a Zorp collision, I think like the most common Zorp in the game that I think of is like, you know, a nice perpendicular like little like edge clip. And then I think of like bumpy, you know, bumps in the ground. Those you can Zorp. But a curved upward surface,
Yeah.
that's just can't. Like there's so many angles you can hit it at. Like your ball literally is ethereal if it's not touching Spiral Bridge. And Helix got etherealized.
Oh,
What can I
That
say?
was perfect. Wow.
Oh, A-list 8. I mean, high 50.81 A-list 8. Like, I mean, 50.81 fast double ring bounce 8 bracelet strat from Tako. Really well played from him. Big shout outs to that strat. I wonder who invented it.
We'll never know. Anyway.
We see a similar decision there from Tako as the one on Triangle Holes, just deciding to hold up on quick turn. You can boost that stage to save a little bit under a second, I believe. But it adds an extraordinary level of difficulty to a stage that is literally automatic if you don't boost it. So, understandable decision there, but another, you know, kind of toning it down for a race situation.
That was some smart double spiral, actually. Just in general from Tako. That he had to take like the extra high like round up on the left side in order to maintain the height need to get across. Very scary.
I would love to point out that I was looking at Taco's splits, the color of those splits at the end of that, and I did not see them go red.
I wonder if he's comparing
I-
against like average or something.
I don't mean
Maybe-
to rain on your parade, but I actually know why that is.
Hey, good. Dump the info on me. I want to hear it.
Taco's current splits. I've been watching a lot of Taco streams lately. Taco's current splits. His World 7 split is skipped. So he's comparing against like
okay.
it splits on World 6 and then like 6.5 minutes later it skips on World 8 or splits on World 8.
I was gonna say, usually for a level, you know, a player at his level, you want to see at least a sub 20 if you're going for a PB. So I was gonna say it's a little surprising. Maybe all this time loss was in World 7, but that just makes sense. Thank you for the inside info, Block. That's awesome.
That's just because I'm a loyal Taco viewer. That's the only reason why.
Inside and public information, yes. You have to go to the public library to get that kind of stuff. And let me tell you, this guy, he does his research. He goes to the library. He takes his
I'm just a
library
huge
card.
fan.
He takes out the book on Tako.
I'm just a
He
huge
eats the
fan.
Tako.
What can I say?
What did you call me?
So we're going to see another little strat differential here as Helix goes for the 49 8 bracelet strat that gets red goal instead of the crazy blue goal strat that Tako went for just a few minutes ago. But gets it perfectly regardless, and they are cruising into quick turn.
Which as for differences of strats, me personally, between green gold launchers and A-list 8, I mean, you know, the difference between the 49 and the 50.81 8 bracelet strat, you know, that's the other one that I would drop if I was playing. I might drop if I was playing against like someone I was taking very, very seriously.
Yeah.
Because it's not that I can't get the highest 8 bracelet strat, it's that it's just, is it worth the death when you only get one run, you know? You get one chance to get a good time. You get one chance to get 29, you know?
Yeah,
It's a
it's
scary
interesting.
strat.
It's interesting because it feels like every player almost kind of has like a short list of strats that are on their like, maybe I'll remove this, you know, in a race situation. Stuff like green goal launchers, complex coin, second wire tiers, 58 8 bracelets. There's a bunch of stuff like that. It seems like every player kind of has their short list of like 6 or 7
even at
tricks
every
where it's like,
level,
I
I
can
imagine
remove
the-
these if I really want to. It's just interesting.
Yeah. Like, I imagine at the lower bracket, you have people dropping similarly difficult, you know, relatively to their strat level strats. Like, oh, should I do this pause strat, or should I play invisible, or, you know, should I go for double spiral skip, or should I just do, you know, the regular cycle?
Yeah.
This stuff is everywhere, and honestly, that decision is up to the player. They just need to know, can they get it when it really matters, because you get one chance each round.
Tako with a rare misstep on ward pausing.
I didn't actually see what happened. I saw a death and dismemberment, but was it a total unpause?
I think it was. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was. He got put on one of the backup sets off of the 81 frame, and paused too late on the 3rd frame on the backup. Just not quite ready for it. Had to retry it.
That's rough.
Ooh, really nice entangled path there from Helix.
That's what we like to
knocked
see
that
from
one down.
Dormo and Tangle Path, actually. That party ball bounce into the gold tape is smart.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. I feel like you can definitely probably gain some comfiness on Entangled Path by being like by knowing it from challenge mode, because it's kind of like a sort of like higher up technique you can get that makes the goal tape a little bit easier to see. But in story mode, if you started with story mode, the best thing you can do is just know exactly where you can bounce off the party ball into the tape, because most situations you'll have to like lightly nudge the party ball. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of tower. Tower, you don't want to nudge the party ball at all. Even though they're both hanging like horizontally, you know? Isn't that weird?
Absolutely.
Like the
It's
party ball
also
would act the same way in similar situations.
Also kind of one of those things, small detail that won't, matter too much, but party ball manip, for those who don't know, you control gravity in this game, and of course everything, including the party ball, is affected by gravity, and since a lot of the time you're holding up left into the goal, the party ball is going to be in the left part, so going for the right part of it allows you to actually sneak in past the party ball. But enough nerd talk. Let's look at Guillotine.
Tako missing the second frame on Guillotine.
I came here to watch some EE poo, not some nerdy hooey shit.
That's right.
Don't you know you control the stage in this game? Haven't you noticed how it tilts? Idiot.
Darn it.
Ooh, warp is
Warp has no mercy. Ooh, I
that was
remember
an interesting thought of a backup. I think there was an 80. It's one of those complexes where it's like one that no one bothers to learn, and complex cries and it's sad. Really, I haven't learned an 80 backup. I should. It happens all the time. 80 sucks as a frame.
Oh, I believe that's the first exit game of the run, actually.
Maybe. Yeah. What was it? Did you guys see that top left, like top left loading screen?
I wish I did. Yes, I did. That was crazy.
There was a tiny little now loading screen at the top left corner of Helix's screen. What was that about?
Huh.
That was cool.
Exit
I love the little
shenanigans.
shenanigans that happen in the loading screen sometimes. I don't know why this game is buggy like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Also, Tako remembered load manip, right? We are on Corkscrew right now. Final stage of World 9.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. That's sub 26 entering World 9.
Yeah, meaning this is...
Entering World 10, rather.
Yeah, meaning with a perfect World 10 here, we're looking at 29 OX pace, ideally. That's with a perfect World 10. Or near perfect.
Which would be very hard to do. As far as I've known, I've seen PB pace World 10s, and I've seen tourney pace, tourney World 10s. And it's harder in tourneys than in PB pace runs. Honestly, just doesn't make sense in tourneys. I don't know why. And World 10, it has some pause strats. Like, at least 2.
At least 2, certainly.
Give or take.
3.
Ooh, he looks with a nice save on chip pipes there. They get a huge bounce in the air, but they're able to adjust, find the ground beneath their feet.
Ooh, a little good luck Tako. Scrolling across Tako's screen. Love to see it. Tako fans coming in strong. Hello, everyone. Also, that was a really cool one pause on the final frame of Complex. I never really pushed that and tried to one pause that final frame because it's so annoying to miss, but that was pretty cool. It is kind of intuitive. It's just so deep in the set, you know. Wow, that disorder is way faster than my disorder. 0.38. Tako took that angle fierce. Shoutouts to Nambo, by the way, for finding this guillotine set that Helix is going for. It's, in my opinion, a lot cooler than the old guillotine set because it has a backup for every frame, and the final frame is a 3-frame window, which means you can pause it pretty freaking fast. Yeah, but when it comes down to, you know, even good pace runs. As for doing it pauseless, it's possible, but you gotta cut your losses sometimes.
Tako not missing a beat in this World 10 so far.
No, kind of saying, hey, I'm actually looking to get that perfect. Really looking to get that perfect World 10.
I heard what you guys said in English, and I heard it very specifically. You guys were saying, you know, if Tako gets a flawless World 10, he has a low 29, and he's gonna do it. That's what he's saying to us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a couple quick retries at the beginning of strats, but those ones actually just don't hurt as much as big retries. Call me crazy. But, you know, if you're not that deep into the strat, you can just retry pretty quick without worrying about it. Worst thing is when you get caught in a loop of retrying the first frame again and again and again. Nice intelligent backup from Tako though. That was missing the third frame. You can actually back that up.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Very important to know all of your World 10 backups. We saw that
Oh,
earlier
going
today
for
with
it?
D. Waitley.
Oh, that's up to
53 Revo?
Oh my god!
Oh,
That was 53.
beautiful.
The Tako Revolution. That's a classic. One of the
That is a
coolest things
classic.
Tako was doing years ago.
He's been doing that forever.
And pretty much the only one who actually goes for a pauseless, I think, in paused.
Yeah, everyone in the community has known about that at the high level for a long time, but we don't have the cojones because basically the risky thing about that strat is if you don't get on top of that cage, the backup for 52 is much harder. And so basically the risk reward is not worth it. It's set for Tako.
Oh my gosh.
Tako basically
About
saying
to
there's no
end
risk if you
this
just hit it.
on a low. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Holy.
Nailing created by for a 29.20. That means the World 10 was a 325, I believe. 325, 324, which is
Yeah,
incredible
325.
in a race.
Pretty incredible stuff. GG's to both runners. We're gonna see Helix finish up this World 10. Always good to play World 10 as much as possible.
Oh, or
And
not.
should give Tako some time to recharge too after pulling out a pretty good no reset.
It's looking like Helix actually resetting their console, choosing not to play out the World 10.
Oh, all right. No, wait, no. Super polite. Just hop right into the next race. You know, no wasting time for anyone else. That's great. You love to see it. I mean, really, how much can you practice World 10 once you get to a certain level, right?
Yeah, it's just a
press
matter
the
of
button forehead.
It's forehead, but unfortunately true. That is just the reality of World 10 and Super Monkey Ball 2 story mode all levels.
Yeah.
Small, if you will. If you wanted like a cute acronym nickname for that category that you just said. I just came up with this just now. I hope it catches on.
I'll start spreading it around here and there.
And that, yeah, along with Hierarchy.
Hold on, let me update the overlay.
Oh, I made Block sad. Now he left. I'm sorry for saying
Wow.
Hierarchy. I didn't mean it.
I mean, shoot, man. Even if Helix, ended up getting the 29 that run, getting a 29-20 would have been quite the PB for them. So you can't even really be upset if you're Helix. You know what I mean? That's just when you get beat like that, when you're almost 50 seconds above your PB, or when the opponent is below your PB by 50 seconds, might I say, you just got to say, I just got to play better, and I got to hope Tako plays a little worse.
Yeah.
And also just that exact, like, I think maybe it's unrealistic, but my mentality back when I played in like the very first small tourney that had some really high level runners, I was thinking, all right, especially, if I'm so close to PBing anyway, I should just try to PB. And if the Helix is PB, it's a 29, and that's putting up a solid time.
Yeah.
Tako can play anywhere from like, a 29 to like a 31, so you just have to play like as close to what you can do, what your peak is as a runner in this moment. And I think Helix, now warmed up, has a chance to do that again, a fresh start.
Yeah.
I also think I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that 29-20 is the new hot round of the tournament, so to speak. The new, the best time we've seen in this
We
tournament.
got our
so
tourney
far.
PB.
Yeah.
Or not tourney PB, but our tourney best
Our
so
tourney
far.
best so far, yeah.
Best run of the tourney.
Despite
If we want to beat the best run of any tourney that has been hosted by the NA Association of Tourney Hosting, I think the time to beat is a 29:06. Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong?
I'd believe that. Either like around there, like a mid 29 OX, like a 05 or 06.
I feel like getting a 28 is probably going to be the big achievement, the big milestone of this tourney. Could happen,
Yeah.
but a low 29 is just the best you can ask for. No matter how, even if your strats are like the most 27 level strats, and you're the most consistent player with 27 level strats, 29 is bodacious. That is an insane back from Helix. Thank you for
Wow,
showing us
that would have
was
been
awesome.
insane.
Oh, that would have been so boss.
This is why we wake up in the morning. This is why we come out here. We want to see the coaster scoop. Helix putting on a show for the fans. You'll love to see it.
both players are ready for game 2, so we're gonna go ahead and hit them with a countdown real quick. 3, 2, 1, go. And both players should be off in just a second here.
True, but at least Wizzy doesn't touch the game. He touches everything else possible outside of the game.
True.
But he doesn't actually touch anything in game. But anyway.
So we're back in
On to the
World
main
1.
event. Simple. Let's see what times we got on the IGT boards.
53.9.
This will decide the race right here.
Oh,
80
Ooh.
from Helix.
Just kidding. I meant to say this won't. Did I say I will? I totally meant to say won't. Because we're going to see game 3 right here at
Spam this
twitch.tv/MonkeyBallSpeedruns. Tell all your friends. You're robbing them of this amazing gameplay if you aren't telling it. Your friends, your family, your internet friends, all people from ages 8 to 80. Get them in here, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I said a couple hell words during that last match. A couple I words, S words. So if you are under the age of 8, I see you. There's, 75 people right now hanging out, watching this here Small Winter 2020 match. Get out, all 74 of you. I know who you are. Any chat members? Posting about Croatian creative buys? You know who you are.
Peter,
I gotta say, I see 2 different Christmas trees being spammed for a game 3. That's what you like to see.
Peter definitely doing a really good job of the hardest job in this tournament, which is stalling until we get to the interesting stages in World 1.
Exactly. It's what I'm here for. Did you not say in the DMs, let me read it out loud from Glock_ in my
Leaking DMs?
Oh my goodness, toxic streamer.
As you can see, after I posted this GIF of Jimmy Neutron with sunglasses walking, glockinmytoyota says, yeah, I'm basically just having you here because you know how to, run your mouth without actually thinking. There's not a lot that happens in Worlds 1-1 to 6. Can you please just talk about complete utter nonsense that you made up for those times periods? And then he paid me $20, and here I am.
Wow, I need to get. Can we wait a second?
Let's not get paid. Hold on, should I keep that quiet? Hey,
Probably leaked too many DMs. I'm curious about the spinning top frames. I don't remember seeing them last race.
They
did exist last race. Okay.
11.
I was gonna say I know Taco knows how to do them, but I just forgot if he missed the frame or what happened. But yeah, I think he just missed the frame last race.
Yeah, he went for the insta pause on the 3-frame range at the beginning and got 68, which is not a working frame for it in the first race.
That's pretty cool and fast. Good thinking. This guy's got some fast three frame pausing. What is the fastest spinning top pauser in the West have to say about that? Any competition? Gonna have to call yourself an international fastest pauser, or is it really just a Western thing?
Just a Western thing.
Holy frick!
Wow.
Wait, what was that?
Confidence to just do that. Like if I'm in a tourney race, I'm pausing like 2 times before that main frame. I'm not trying to. Jeez Louise, Taco, you need to relax.
Late frame pausing there. I got scared.
Yeah, I was like, where's he going? I was like,
is this happening? Are you dying? Are you gonna pause again? When is he gonna pause again?
Goodness.
Please. I need to see that pause button, man. I'm a pause runner. I'm gonna go into a drawl.
Oh man.
Taco rattling off back-to-back 246 World 1s. That is so hard to compete with. Like, what are you supposed to do about that, man?
Yeah, especially when you don't, like, the best you can hope for is like a 256.
Yeah.
With a really, really good World 1 if you don't do curve bridge per cycle. So it's, man, I mean, he's obviously taken advantage of the full reward out of the risk-reward situation.
Yeah,
I think the strat itself also has changed a bit since the last time we saw it in a tourney. I feel like when we saw it in tourney play in the last Summer Small tournament, it really was just like 50-50, hit or miss. Like, if they get first try, they save time. Get a second try, they lose time to the person who's first cycling. This time, there's just so many backups. It's tourney viable.
Yeah, it's tourney viable, but
an
interesting development with it is that despite the fact that it's now tourney viable, the existence of so many backups almost makes it feel worse to miss, because even though your odds of hitting it go up, your opponent's odds of hitting it go up as well, so missing it hurts even more.
Yeah, if we're talking 2 runners who are doing this set, you're gonna be scared. You need to get it. You're probably losing time to your opponent.
Yeah.
But Helix, again, just like it really doesn't matter. If 10 seconds in World 1 decide these matches, then we would make it a World 1 IW tournament. Can't say I'm against that. 20 minutes. Who can get the fastest World 1? Sign me up. But that's not what we're running right now. We got like at least 2 other worlds to deal with.
Ooh, this gravity slider from Taco. Holy moly, that gravity slider.
Speedy, yeah, jeez.
Also, that was actually back-to-back 30s on curve bridge from Helix too, which is just like not just first cycling, but doing it with aplomb. So Helix is schmoving, and they are just a great representative of how well you can play and not pick up curve bridge frames. Like, they're not going to do it until they want to lower past 29. So
yeah,
not doing it is just so smart. That's how Helix is keeping up here, and didn't mess up Costa this time. The practice paid off. This is a great run from both runners.
No doubt.
Man, just more of that pausing confidence from Taco, just one punt. I can't tell you, for those who don't know the specifics of like just this game and video games in general, this game runs at 60 frames per second. So basically, every single time you see them repause, they can repause 60 times per second. So that means if they land specifically on 1 frame, if it's a 1 frame window, that means they're landing on a 1/60th of a second window, which is like what you can blinking is like 1/15th. Like it's literally faster than you can blink.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's hard to describe just how like technical and scary it is to see someone do that.
Yeah, it's like pausing in general is really technical and scary. So then when you see Tako, you know, pause as aggressively as he did successfully on Curve Bridge, it just kind of breaks the scale and gets to a point where it's really hard to comprehend unless you've actually done it.
Yeah. Yet takes his time on the like 10-frame window. On
Right?
Makes sense.
It's so funny.
Hey, whatever you're comfy with, you're comfy with. You know, no judgment.
Oh, Helix getting a huge bounce from organic form here. Let's see if they're ready
this
for
is
the...
great. It's getting crazy.
Nice.
Right in the goal.
Yeah, they played that very well.
That's what to do.
Yeah, they played that really well.
Especially if bounce one more time off the organic form itself. You don't know where you're gonna get sent.
Wow! Tako almost getting slam dunked.
Get a little bit of a holy save right there. Can I get an amen, brothers?
Amen. Holy moly.
Holy moly!
Did you just catch
That's
that?
what I'm talking about. I'm talking about holy moly, dude.
Did you catch that save on dribbles?
Yeah.
He just unpaused on 81, trying to repause to 78, and just adjusted, and it worked. I've never seen that in my life.
Oh my
Dude,
goodness.
I gotta say, people have been talking about eating Moyashi, eating Tako, but I think Tako's eating Tako right now.
Yeah,
Playing
apparently.
out of his mind right now. This is crazy. Does that mean with thanks to these backups and stuff, has Tako been like keeping it deathless? Like, is this like a nice like clean?
Yeah, but like the
obviously
only
not exactly what strats to go, but like recovering as effectively as he can so far.
Yeah,
this
this is deathless so far, I believe.
Yep. The only like major time loss was just the entirety of a 246 World 1 not being ideal, but in a race that is ideal.
Yeah.
I'm just talking like
nice
comparing
to-
against
it's nice
you know
to
what he's
know
looking
that,
for in PB
yeah, go for it.
paces. You're looking for 242 or lower, ideally.
And I just want to say that it's understated how much backing up is nice. You know, the retry animation is still like an extra, what, 2 seconds? 2.5 seconds?
Yeah.
So
Around
if
that.
you can get an IGT that, you know, loses less than the level time plus that 2.5 seconds, then you don't want to retry. You want to live wherever possible. Deathless isn't really a thing in small because you retry, so you never really die, but it's nice to make sure that you never have to actually fully restart the stage and watch that animation.
Oh no! It goes too fast around the corners on Junction of all stages.
Junction going crazy.
All stages. Because the thing about Junction is that there's not really a reward for going quickly because the cutscene for the next stage loads while you're playing the last stage of the world. So basically, if you do end up taking that Junction faster, you're just going to eat that time you saved and a longer load towards the next world. So definitely a questionable first death, but I mean, one death in the World 4, I ain't complaining.
I think Tako was having fun. I think he was just having a great time. And then he got to Junction. He's like, "What? It's a downhill ramp. This is monkey ball. I want to roll as fast as I can. I can't blame him. I've been there.
You know,
Everyone
for
wants
all
to play
of
fast in Junction. No one wants to slow down.
For all of the love we're throwing at Tako, I think we should really a focus here should be the ability of Helix to keep up, because Tako, like we've kept saying, is on really good pace, and Helix was 8:32 out of World 3, which compared to their best time ever out of World 3, probably not far off. I don't think they've made many sizable mistakes either.
Both of them, you could say they're both on very viable 29 pace if they play well for the rest of the run. So
very true.
Oh yeah,
I'd like to see. Helix has the strats, and it has not gone that poorly for either of them so far. Whew. It's a closer
Boosting
race.
triangle holes this
Both
time.
these runners warmed up.
You see a strat change. Tako boosting triangle holes this time, and it works out.
Boosted triangles.
It worked out. He'll take that point 4 to the bank.
All right. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
and then, he wins, or he ties even. Maybe he could like sneak a tie to get an extra round. See this game go to game 4. That could be the difference. That could be the difference. If we see a game 4, that's why. Thank you, boosted triangles. What? Can we? Is that? I don't even know how to explain that. I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna change the subject. I really can't explain why someone would go for boosted triangles on the second run here.
Yeah,
Especially if it's closer than the first one, I feel, at this point.
Yeah, maybe it's always an interesting topic of conversation to say whether runners are looking at the restream or not. Oh, beautiful!
Wow, that adjustment, dude! Holy moly!
basically Tako recognized that they had too much speed going into that, and there was no real cue. They basically just said off an instinct, I think I have a little too much speed, pull back, and that was the exact correct thought. Shout out to Tako. That is not, again, it's another thing you can't really teach. That's just something you get through experience of playing the game.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, very swankular mid 49 coin slots. That collision kind of close. Helix had to air boost out of their mind to make it, but they were confident. They know the stage.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how I feel like mid 49 randomizer is one that people take a long time to put into the runs because it's very safe to play for a 48, and obviously even if you play for a 49, you can sometimes bonk and end up with like a 46. So just the choice to do that in attorney, it feels good. Helix is baller.
I am almost positive that was a sub 3 World 4 from Tako. He didn't hold back on any strats other than Beehive, which only saves 0.4 and didn't mess up anything. I'm pretty sure that was almost certainly a sub 3 World 4, which is just ridiculous.
Sub 3 World 4. That's the dream.
Ooh, Helix looking with really nice seesaw bridges set up here. Holy cow.
Was that the double? Oh,
yeah,
we're
the
looking
double
for a
clip.
35 here, Helix? All
Two
right.
quick ones.
The double clip from Helix.
I always forget to like check and pay attention to people who, you know, are moving into the 30s, the 31s, the 30s, you know. Are they doing the double clip? Because that's like, just like that, people weren't doing that until people decided to do that, you know?
Yeah, mid 34
double
seesaw
clip is
bridges.
scary. You gotta practice that a lot.
Mid 34, really solid seesaw bridges time from Helix.
Like, you just don't have to do it, but if you do, you know, it adds up. You save a second, save two.
You know, you were saying, why would Tako boost triangle holes now, right? Like, after not doing it in the first run? And what if it really is that he just wants to get the best race time ever?
Really looking for that 28, maybe.
What if that's what it
It could
is?
just be a fun thing to try for. If I was Tako, I could pick. If that's what he's putting down, I'll pick it up too. I want to try for the best race time in this tournament.
You know, it is notable to say, and I mean this with all the love and respect toward the world towards Tako, because every runner has, you know, that and more for Tako. But the last tournament, he was world record holder at the time, and he did place 4th place, and I can imagine that didn't sit too well in his stomach, and so maybe he's out. He has the fire lit in him. Maybe he wants to prove to the world, hey, I may not have the world record, but I'm still the best player in the world. Give me that 1st place.
I mean, it really is. Just I don't think there's anyone who's quite invested so much time into Super Monkey Ball 2 like Arte at this point. Like, he's just been here since I started, and he's still doing it.
Yeah, he's
so good.
Been here since all 3 of the people in comms have been here since earlier.
Yeah,
especially as small. I mean, like other categories, he's gotten a solid time for like every other category basically in vanilla SME2. But
whoa, that fluctuation! Scuffed all over the place. I do remember when I first opened signups for this tournament, I went into Taco's stream to ask him if he was interested in playing, and I because I had posted in the JP server as well, and I wasn't sure if he had seen it. And I also, you know, posted in his chat and said, like, you know, are you interested in playing? And his response, verbatim, was, I will be playing. So
let's go.
I think that maybe speaks to the narrative
curiosity
laid out by Alist of, you know, maybe the last one didn't quite sit right and he's out for blood this time. It wouldn't surprise me at all if that's the case.
I'd respect it, the redemption arc. If Tako wins, that's not a bad ending.
Ooh, taking
Tako
the rare death on combination. Not something you see very often.
Yeah, the death on junction, the death on combination, 2 easier strats in comparison to everything else he's been doing.
Right?
Kind of interesting how that kind of works out.
Yeah. Like I said, he's having fun and he's going crazy. He's having a good time. You know, if he wants to go really fast, like get the squeeze on combination. Ooh, I see that.
This is weird. It's like exclusively so far. Every mistake, you know, that cost more than a couple seconds has been on stages that are not traditionally like killers.
That was a very cool goalpost bounce into the goal. That was a very kind of just very satisfying finish on fluctuation from Helix. Saved a lot of time over the very close one too that Tako had. Also, Helix is like what 4 stages behind at this point. It's like the fact that Tako just entered World 6 a bit ago and now Helix is about to finish World 5. You'll have to see it.
Yeah, low
Helix
15
is also on quite nice pace for themselves.
Absolutely. Low 15 pace out of World 5 is nothing to sneeze at. We're going to see second wire tiers again from Tako here. So scary, but that's so perfect. That movement was so good. 51.7! 0.7! That move was perfect.
That's probably one of the only times I've ever seen 0.7. Like, I've never seen a 0.8 RTA ever. I don't think I ever will. 0.7 is like maxing that out pretty much.
Yeah. That is like, the best tiers I've ever seen, for sure.
I feel like Tako like really owns that strat. I think like, and what was it? Who brought it to story mode? I want to say Complex, but I don't want to be wrong.
No comment. But anyway...
That's why I said I wouldn't want to be wrong. I didn't.
May have been me. It may have been Complex.
All right.
But Tako clearly the king of optimizing it, and that's what matters.
I wish we had someone who knew though, who brought it. You know, I don't know about bracelets. I don't know about tiers. It feels like this community, like all the people who really brought the, the top level competition, just aren't around anymore. It's like talking to ghosts here. This sucks. I'm leaving the team. I can't get enough help here. It's just like it's like talking to a brick wall. Why do we even have 3 comms here? It feels like 2. I'm doing the talk. It feels like 1. I'm doing the talk for everyone here. I gotta get out of here.
This looks like a good folder setup here.
Ooh, I was gonna say he'd be risking a little too much of the biscuit if he went for that.
Yeah.
A tournament setting in the SMAL Winter 2020 tour. 50 on that setup. Whew. You'd have to be smoking some,
Good one.
Some of that good Canadian maple syrup.
True.
You guys ever have maple syrup poured into the snow? Like a little snow cone that's like the snow, but it's maple syrup flavored?
Nope.
Really good stuff. Right off the ground. If that bothers you, that's culturally insensitive.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, we got Helix cruising into the very end of World 6 here. Again, only 4 or 5 stages back of Tako, who is on a healthy 29 pace. So, what does that tell you?
Oh, yeah.
They are both just shredding it right now. Clean switch inferno. Both runs, actually. Helix had really clean switch infernos. They are no stranger to that strat, it would seem.
I'm polishing for the Spiral Bridge redemption arc from Helix, actually. Yeah. Helix got... Honestly, that attempt that Zorped, watch it. Go right down, go to the parallel universe where it didn't Zorp. That was like 47.8.
Ooh, speaking of Zorps.
Wow,
what the heck?
Zorped all the way across Domino.
47.8. So Helix deserved it last time, and I want to see it this time. If we see a double Zorp, though, I will actually stop. If Helix Zorps again, I will...
I think we're ending stream.
Eat my pancreas. So,
I'm hovering the button right now.
Hovering the button, patiently waiting.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it happen. I'd be mad. All right.
Oh, clip's a little too far out.
Not a Zorp though. At least we don't have to end the stream.
At least the stream keeps going.
I would have had to call Negoshi, I think. Right, the Negoshi. I have him on Skype. We talk every now and then. I complain to him whenever I like lose a run to pausing or whatever, and then he says, "You're the speedrunners. I didn't even plan for pausing." And then I say, "I don't understand what you mean by this." But we're good friends. We're good pals.
Go way back.
Mm-hmm. He actually was the godfather at my wedding. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Nice hierarchy. Taco's 2 for 2 on that, and I know that angle does look tough to people watching, but I can't emphasize how hard that angle actually is, especially with the possible turning nerves that Taco's experiencing right now.
Yeah. Also 2 for 2 on that, which is one of the hardest tricks I think in the entire game.
On that, they're 50.85 this time. Different strat. Decided to elect to go for the 50.85 bracelet strat instead. Very interesting choice. Another strat developed by the same original player who invented the 50.81, but we don't have a really easy way to name it, so we just have to kind of talk about the individual IGT each time we come to it. Unlucky.
Oh, man.
I do think that I don't think I would be outrageous for saying that is one of the hardest pure movement tricks in the game, that 8 bracelets trick. It just requires so much knowledge of momentum conservation and angle working, and it just requires such a specific setup and follow through to make it work. So going 2 for 2 on that in 2 runs by Tako just shows some level of dominance over pretty much every aspect of this game.
And remember how last time I said that a sub 20 out of World 7 is a very, very nice time, especially, or even if you're going for a PB. And Taco's kind of killing it right now.
Yeah.
Kind of on that good.
I gotta say that it was a little bit back, but that 60 flock always scares me. Helix being able to get that and pull it off. Sign that they practiced it, or sign that they're a better player than me. Both could be possible, because I always fail that whenever I haven't practiced it.
Yeah.
60 flock and stuff.
60 flock is surprisingly easy to mess up and extremely costly when you do. So always,
And just insulting.
you know, you see somebody hit the 60 frame. Oh, was that a first frame on bracelets? Wow, it wasn't.
Ooh, being nice. The
Might
game
have-
said,
nice-
you know
nice
what?
little
We
third frame right there.
saw what happened last time on Dynamic Maze. We're gonna give you a break.
Yeah, they definitely got away with a little bit of murder there, but we will take it. It would have been heartbreaking to see a first frame there. So
Yeah, actually, that only didn't happen because of how little we wanted it. Like, that was gonna happen, but we all, like, collectively, like, brainwashed the stage away from the first frame. Like, we
True.
all would have cried, and no one wants to see 3 grown streamers cry.
oh,
Sorry,
Helix hitting first try double
allergies.
spiral. Low 21 out of World 7, which is extremely good for the level at which Helix, you know, is playing.
Yeah.
It's been a nice couple worlds for
Yeah.
Helix, actually.
Yeah, they are
Yeah,
Paying
shredding
close
right now.
attention.
Yeah, Helix.
We've seen
is
have we seen a
certainly
conundrum, a crisis, a situation? I don't think so.
No, absolutely
Personally, I
not.
close my eyes whenever my friends make mistakes, so there's no way I'd be seeing one. It's a sign of respect.
It's kind of like that Men in Black thing where you just press the red pen in front of them and then instantly gone.
Yeah, it's not a problem. And then if people ask why it wasn't a PB, even though they clearly made no mistakes, I like to blame the ping.
Being so too high.
We need to try and get some rollback netcode for Super Monkey Ball speedrunning.
We saw there just a second ago, Helix took a little bit too far outside of a collision on soft cream, and unfortunately, you know, didn't get the angle that they were looking for, but they were able to bounce back and get a pretty much perfect collision on the second attempt, so always good to see that.
That's the thing that a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of in Momentum is you can't always be 100% sure if the kind of clip you're getting. It's always a little bit of a reactionary, you know, or it's kind of half a read, half of a guess. So if you kind of guess that half wrong, a lot of the time you are gonna fall out and have to retry.
Yeah, it's still easier than balancing in the middle. Let's all be real. Balancing in the middle, don't like it.
I don't like it either. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs down.
Oh, I
yeah,
refreshed
it's rough.
Taco's stream
What?
because
Oh,
it buffered
shout
and get an
out to our
ad?
sponsor,
That's
the Taco
unbelievable!
Bell.
That's such
The
bad
cheddar-
luck!
Chalupa.
That's
Warmed
such bad
into a
luck!
taco. This is crazy.
This is such bad luck. That's crazy. Taco Bell with a
We're
K.
shouting out our sponsors. There's no bad
Taco
luck
Bell.
here.
That is unbelievably bad luck.
Look how delicious that is. Toasty. Shout out to
actually-
Quiznos as well, another sponsor of ours.
Shout out to Quiznos.
Look, nothing even happened.
Yeah, you
Didn't
missed
even skip
cereal
a beat.
jumping cross floors. I'm so
I freaking
sorry.
love cereal jump. Oh well, I hope I get to see Helix play serial jump. They better not 80% glitch it. I want to see it. I missed out last time. I'll be mad. Bad little boy.
Whoa! Taco getting the double goalpost on chip pipes, but slows down just enough off of it to not die.
Just caressing each goalpost for good luck.
You know, chipped pipes is honestly one of the easier and like very early strats you learn in this game, and it somehow is also the most chokeable stage in World 9, and it makes no sense.
Between it and orbiters, why are they so hard with it? Like, don't. Why are you thinking about it? Shut
Yeah,
up,
you
turn your
shouldn't.
brain off.
Yeah, and then your brain's like, oh my god, this is great. What's it? Yeah,
I gotta get it.
It's
One's
funny.
boost and go, one's walk forward and go. Like, oh, grow up. Stop overthinking. Speaking of orbiters.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, no.
On cue! On cue!
Unbelievable, Peter. All of you.
That is the meanest commentary
sorry.
curse I've ever heard in my life.
I feel so bad. It
Wow.
was my fault.
Peter knew. Peter had orbiters on the phone.
Yeah, like, yo, I got a quick job for you. I'll pay the $20 I just got from Glock for commentating. Let's go. Oh, we got Afghanistan air hockey. PogChamp? PogChamp?
PogChamp.
PogChamp. Let's go.
PogChamp. Afghanistan air hockey.
Wow,
We
so
might have
I'm
to
gonna
ask Taco to turn off those alerts from now on, though, now that people know they can put text on the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest though. He's looking at what, like a 25 2x exit, which is definitely 28 pace. This has to be the best World 9 exit we've seen in a tourney, regardless of if he clutches this out or not. 28, 25, 20.
Yeah.
This is like
perfect
even
World 10 is
potentially
PB
pace.
Yeah, perfect World
with a
10.
Perfect.
What? Huh? When did that? What? How's it?
Perfect
What?
World 10 is a PB. Perfect World 10 is.
I'll
Oh
look
my
at
goodness, that
What?
green goal!
Oh!
The green goal chipped!
The green shit pipes.
That was
That's
amazing.
not the post tap right there. That is Helix action.
Taco is not.
Oh my
I see it in chat.
goodness.
I see it in chat, and I need to
Holy
nip this in the
frick.
bud. I see it in chat, and I need to nip this in the bud. Taco is not on world record pace.
That is correct. They
Taco,
would
the
have to
best
beat
time he
the-
can get from this is probably a 28-26 with a literally perfect World 10.
Yes.
So what you're saying is,
Oh, he's doing
the
he's
old
doing
frames.
these gimmick
Let's
frames.
go!
Throwback.
Oh my god.
The blast from the
missed
past.
those. I miss those little demons. Frick those frames. I miss them. That's
I
nostalgic.
miss those frames.
My heart's warmed. I feel good. That's fuzzy.
Wow, he still knows those. That's
He
crazy.
still knows I can't remember them anymore. Does he use them as a backup for Complex?
He uses them not as a backup if he one pauses to the 80. Like if his first pause is on 80, he chooses to go for that rather than rebuffering to 70.
so
Taco's
neat.
pulling out all the stops. That's crazy.
I miss those. I should relearn them if that like is a cool, like interesting, fast way to continue playing. You know, continue
We just
playing.
saw it.
Gil-
We just
Gimmick.
saw it.
That's
That is
kinda
certainly a
sick.
fast way.
Oh my god.
Why are we noobing it?
Oh, pulling out the backup
What
on
are we-
3D maze because he hit the 70.
Wow. Wow,
knows his
wow,
stuff.
wow.
I think this is still PBable going into Labyrinth.
Potentially.
Helix saving time over Taco and Orbiters. Love to see it. Let's go.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if this PBs and then Taco has that Orbiters in his PB?
Orbiters
Ooh,
death in the PV.
surprisingly,
You'd love to see
doesn't
it.
know the
Yeah,
Labyrinth
you didn't know the
backup
30 to
30 though.
25 backup.
I don't know about backup.
But you got the movement backups on lock when you're the X world record holder.
Oh yeah,
God
this is a strat that anyone who's risen to the top knows. You have to know
Yeah.
pause with Labyrinth at some point.
True.
You gotta.
True.
And this guy's run pauseless. He's run pauseless. No menuing.
Mm-hmm.
Got the knowledge. Got the knowledge.
Got the knowledge.
Yeah, this is definitely still heavy 28 pace. PB definitely dead after that mishap on Labby, but I think this can still PB even with that mistake that we just saw in Postmodern.
I just want to say, this run is awesome. This race, this run, these runs, these runners. This has been a great match so far.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
I think in terms of, like-
I'm so happy to just watch two runners play from start to finish. It's such a great feeling.
Yeah, in terms of
It is.
overall
It's an
quality
honor.
of play, I think this is certainly the best match we've seen yet, with both players pulling out some really, really nice runs and strats.
Just
Absolutely.
really cool comebacks, backups, sick stratagems.
This is the backup I'm talking about with Missing getting up there.
Of
But
course
he gets
he's
it.
ready
Man.
for it, though. Of course he's ready. For it.
That's it. I mean, that's what you have to do. If you're not pausing 53 Evolution, you gotta be ready to do a
And
52.
This is indeed 28 pace. If he hits this first try and created by first
One
try.
pause on the 15.
Wait, what the frick? This is historical then. If this happens.
Yeah, this would be
This
history.
is.
This would be history.
Oh my goodness gracious.
History in the making. The first
This can
28 in a
happen. This
race
can be
ever.
Very first ever 28 in
I-
small NA tourney. You know. It's going.
First try created by.
Later.
Can he get it?
Uh-huh.
Setup looks good. No! No!
So close.
The first 28 ever. It's gone.
Oh
We have
my
yet to see the
God.
first 28 in a tourney.
Oh,
it hasn't
no.
happened yet.
29.05.
though.
We'll call that tourney world record.
We'll
though.
call that tourney world
I
record.
feel like it was 29.06. Taco has the new tourney world record. Let's call it there.
That is
Wow.
a tourney world record. Holy moly.
Wow.
What a showing from Taco. Holy moly.
Unbelievable. Wow. I mean, if we thought Peter set a pace yesterday, or 2 days ago, holy moly, Taco says, no. Don't forget about me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages and genders. I'm here to stay. Don't forget about me.
You know, I don't want to be the guy who says I told you so. But
But-
as the guy who Peter branded Taco's hype man for the last couple weeks, I'd like to think that my faith was well placed.
Absolutely.
So far.
So far. Wow.
That is a round one showing. That's going to be just like, come on. How do you beat that?
I'm scared. Anyone who wants to win this tourney will probably end up facing Tako at some point.
Yeah.
And Helix, it looks like if they finish clean, they're on very low 31 pace, which considering their PB is a low 30, low 31 would be excellent. Playing within a minute of your PB at any level is awesome.
Minute buffer is what you want to play to your PB when performing in a tourney, basically.
I think this might actually still be 30 pace if they get both of these.
Sure, yeah, actually, some quick flicks on these last two strats could do it.
Quick flicks on the sticks.
Oh, nice pause.
And Helix is pausing a whole 10.1.
Oh! That's that. I want the 30 pausing right there. Going straight from 25 to 15 and then straight from 01 to, or from
yeah, we're just looking
00
for
to 91.
some created by stuntage for the 30, you know, reset, and we'd love to see it. I'm pausing my champs.
Setup looks good.
That's what. Oh yeah.
Oh.
No.
It's okay though, you know, even though both of them barely missing their minute benchmark, still beautiful gameplay from both of these players. And honestly,
they both ended up with that.
Deja vu. Yeah, that was deja vu.
I'm so happy that I could witness and commentate such a brilliant match.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Very, very, very powerful auras emanating from both these players. They came, they gamed, they conquered. What can I say? Am I not right?
Both of them did, absolutely.
GG's in the chat. That was an incredible race. Thank you. Helix!
Hold on. Am I seeing that right? I just brought up the stream. Tako 2905?
Yeah.
Should have been a 28 if they didn't miss created by first try.
But it wasn't even that he like missed created by. It was a perfect
setup. How I
setup.
played in that case. I was going to lose anyway. Holy shit, Tako.
Yeah. It wasn't even like, you know, mess up created by like you messed up the setup, like got to the end bridge and fell off.
Oh.
Yeah.
It would have been the first 28 ever, but it still is a tourney world record, 2905.
Okay, so whatever I did does not matter. I was not beating that. Holy crap.
Yeah. Tako with a mid 29 into a low 29. That is just...
Holy, yeah, that's ridiculous. That is absurd. Okay, I don't even have anything to say, actually. I did.
We came here for an interview. You bet your bomb dollar you're gonna be asked some questions.
I came here to talk about Tako, apparently.
Well, I want to talk about Helix 13 underscore.
I don't particularly.
Oh, but I like. Oh, wow, whatever. I guess we can talk about. I don't know. Freaking Alist.
Well, you probably feel, you know, a slight redemption from that first race because even though
not really.
I mean, you still played a lot better the second time because even though you know it's not up to maybe the way you wanted to. I still think the redemption arc on Coaster, on DT, and a few other things were there.
It was just fewer nerves. Was all it is. Because I was dummy nervous because this was my first time doing anything in any sort of tourney. Since the SMB1 all difficulties tourney. Like obviously I've done marathons, but those are a different beast. Those are I'm focusing on putting on a good show. This is I have to hit the strats, you know?
Yeah, tourney is like the highest tier of nerves, worse than PBing, in my opinion.
Well, and you've seen, if anybody has been watching, you know, like my runs, you've seen all of the World 10s I've choked, and you know how bad my pausing is on nerves. The fact that I started failing coaster death actually doesn't surprise me at all.
And you put...
It is what it is. But by the end of the first run, I was so tilted, I was like, there's no way I'm playing World 10. I need to get out of this run and get into a new one.
Still put on a heck of a show for us. You were honestly, I think, like out of world, like 4 or 5. You were probably 4 or 5 stages behind Tako. But then, literally, still going into world 8, you were only like 5 or 6. Like you kept up with Tako for like a good portion of the race. Like, you should be somewhat proud of yourself.
I believe it. That mid game wasn't bad. Also on Arthropod, I don't even, like second race, I just like started thinking of other things. I don't know what happened. I got completely distracted. And the one other thing I want to touch on, green gold chip pipes.
Yeah, that was cute.
We popped the heck
that was really cute. We popped
sick.
off.
You're gonna hear some screams on a lot of the crazy backups he pulled out.
Yeah, we popped off.
Let me tell you, we were loud and proud of our friends.
You've seen it in the GDQ practice room. The weirdest shit happens to me when I play this game.
Straight up. Straight up.
Well, that was an amazing match between Tako and Helix. Absolutely incredible showing and gives us a taste of what is in store going forward. Till next time, this has been Glock and my 2 great co-coms. Feel free to sign off.
Alist_.
PetresInc Incorporated.
And until next time, that's it from us. Have yourselves a good
See ya.
night.